You know that feeling when you're stressed out, your breathing gets all short and shallow? We all do it. But what if I told you that this little habit, this thing we barely even notice, is actually, quietly, messing with your memory?
This right here, it just nails it. That frustrating brain fog you get, or when a name is right on the tip of your tongue but you can't grab it, that might not be random at all. Nope, it could be a direct result of how you're breathing, like right now.
So, how in the world does this work? Well, it all starts with a huge misconception we have about what our brains really need to get the job done. We've all been told it's just about getting more oxygen, right?
Yeah, the common belief is just pump more oxygen into your system and boom, better brain. But the reality, it's way more interesting than that. Your brain doesn't just need oxygen. It needs the right balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Think of it like a delicate dance between the two.
And this is the absolute key. When we fall into that pattern of shallow, quick breathing, like when we're anxious or even just glued to a screen, we're actually blowing off way too much carbon dioxide. We're exhaling it faster than our body can make it, and that just throws the whole system out of whack.
So this drop in CO2, it's not just some number. It triggers a real physical reaction. Low CO2 causes something called vasoconstriction, which is really just a fancy way of saying your blood vessels literally tighten up, especially the ones heading to your brain. And when they tighten, less blood gets through. It's a total paradox, isn't it? By breathing in a way that feels like you're getting more air, you're actually starving your brain of the blood and, yes, the oxygen it desperately needs. So what does this actually feel like when your brain's blood flow takes a hit? Well, your memory starts to slip, your focus just tanks, and your thinking just feels sluggish. You know that feeling? Like your brain is trying to run on dial-up internet? It all traces right back to that simple imbalance in your breath.
Okay, so let's take this out of the textbook and into our actual lives, because this isn't just some weird biological fact. It is the exact reason we feel so scattered and foggy when we're under pressure.
Come on, think about it. You're in a big meeting or maybe on a first date, you're trying to give a presentation, and suddenly, poof, a word you use every day, a name you know like your own, it's just gone, vanished. We've all been there, and it's so frustrating, right? Well, that's this whole process playing out in real time.
In that high-stress moment, your body's fight or flight response just takes over, and your breathing, it's one of the first things to go haywire. Your lungs basically panic, you start taking those short, fast breaths, your CO2 levels drop like a rock, and it's your brain that pays the price with that infuriating mental blank.
Look, talking about this is one thing, but actually feeling it, that's a whole other level. Let's make this real. We're going to do a super quick, totally safe little test right now so you can experience this for yourself.
I'm serious, you should try this. It only takes a few seconds, and it's going to make everything we're talking about click into place. It's an amazing way to understand what's happening inside your own body. You ready?
Okay, here's all you got to do. Right where you are, just take about 10 quick, shallow breaths. In and out through your mouth, almost like you're panting. Go ahead, do it now. I'll give you a second. Okay, now just stop. And just notice. Notice how you feel.
Feel that? That little bit of lightheadedness? Maybe a little foggy or even dizzy? It doesn't feel awesome, does it? That very specific sensation is the direct result of what you just did.
What you're feeling right now is the effect of reduced CO2 tolerance. By breathing like that, you temporarily dropped your CO2 levels, which told the blood vessels in your brain to squeeze tight. That feeling? That's the brain fog we've been talking about. Created on demand. Pretty wild, huh?
All right, let's shake off that feeling. The really good news here is that you can reverse this just as fast as you created it. Now that we've felt the problem, let's learn the simple, immediate solution. Let's do this one together too. Forget those fast breaths. Instead, take a slow, quiet inhale through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now exhale even slower for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do one more. In for 4 and slowly out for 6. That's it. That's all it takes. You don't need to meditate for an hour. You don't need any special gear. Just 1 minute. 1 minute of breathing like that can be enough to start resetting your entire system. And this brings it all full circle. See, by slowing down your exhale, you let your CO2 levels come back up to where they're supposed to be. That sends a signal to your blood vessels to just relax, opening everything back up and restoring that healthy blood flow to your brain. And the result? The fog lifts, your thinking gets sharper, and your memory comes back online.
So here's the big takeaway. Your breath is a tool. It's like a remote control for your own brain. By just being more aware of how you're breathing, especially when you're stressed, you can take direct control over how clear you feel. So it leaves you with this thought. What if the real key to a better memory isn't just about what you know, but about how you breathe?